Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, I Love Mortgages, because I do. I'm Ann Coble, and I'm a mortgage broker in South Carolina, and I've been doing this for 25 years. Today's video is a continuation of the pre-approval process, but I'm going to focus on the credit component this time, and we're going to go into a little bit of detail of what lenders are looking for, definition, maybe some do's and don'ts, but it's very important that we, check your credit right away to make sure there's no issues that need to be addressed while we're getting ready for you to purchase. So, and that being said, don't be embarrassed about what your credit score is or things on your credit. Everybody goes through things. I certainly have myself. I've had a credit score range from 800 down to the 500. So I understand that. So anyway, that is step one. We'll help you understand the credit terms, how lenders pick the credit score, and the difference between a mortgage credit score and your consumer credit score. And like I said, it's very important because certain loans have credit score requirements. Some go down to as low as 550, but many start at 620. Some conventional loans have to be 720. So it just depends. But for your first time home buyers, as long as you're around 580 is your middle score, that's probably going to be fine. So don't worry about that. Main thing is to do it, and let's check it and get started and see where you are. Hi, and welcome to my channel, I Love Mortgages, because I do. My name's Ann Coble, and I've been a mortgage broker in South Carolina for 25 years. Today's video is a continuation of getting pre-approved, and it is aimed mostly at first-time home buyers or people who haven't bought in a while. So today I'm going to go over the credit component of your pre-approval. And this is a speech I give to pretty much everybody before I run their credit. Because I know we're all kind of using the credit monitoring, Credit Karma. I know all my credit cards have a little credit score where I can go and look and see what's going on with my credit. So those are actually consumer credit scores for the most part. And when I pull your mortgage credit score, it's actually a different calculation. So I tell people to be prepared for that score to be 40 to 60 points lower than their consumer credit score. So that's just a heads up. So don't be disappointed if your mortgage credit score is lower than those consumer credit scores. And the other thing is we're going to pull 3 credit scores for your pre-approval. And the 3 that we use, and I put them on this example. Let's say this is a person who came in. These are the 3 credit bureaus that we use for mortgage credit scores and the name of the specific credit score model or mathematical calculation, which they're proprietary. So credit is a mystery somewhat sometimes, and how this people have certain scores and some people have lower scores, and I think they should be higher. But anyway, when I'm doing your pre-approval, we're going to pull your Equifax beacon, which is also your beacon, your Experian, and in this case, it's the FICO 2 model, and TransUnion, which is your FICO Classic 4 model. So in this example, this person has a 656 with Equifax, a 681 with Experian, and a 644 with TransUnion. So we actually picked the middle of the 3 scores. We don't average them. We actually pick the middle. So for this person, we'd use this 656. And if there are any loan level pricing adjustments or any adjustments for lower credit scores or higher, this is where this would come in. And certain loans have certain qualifications, like you can't have below 620 middle score or 580. And I'm going to do a whole another little series on credit, what to do and what not to do. This is just specifically, this video is specifically about what to expect on the pre-approval and how to be prepared. So I'm going to pull your credit. We're going to look at your 3 credit scores and use the middle one. The next thing I look at are I'm looking for disputes, collections, charge-offs, and judgments or bankruptcies or any kind of IRS lien. Now, if you have an installment plan with the IRS for back taxes, that's totally fine. I just need to see the installment agreement and see that you've made timely payments. And then it would also go to your debt ratio. The other things I'm looking at are your collections. Now, just leave those alone until we talk, because sometimes paying them off hurts your credit score. even more. So just leave collections and charge-offs alone. In general, charge-offs, they can just stay there. The main thing I'm looking for is disputes. If you have disputes over $1,000, please remove them before you come in for pre-approval. Because a dispute that is non-medical over $1,000 will downgrade your loan immediately to a manual underwrite, which you don't want. You want to go for the auto approval. You don't have to follow the manual guidelines, which are much stricter. I'll have to do a video on the difference between an auto approval and a manual underwrite. Now I do manual underwrites and they're fine, but it's just more hoops and a little harder to qualify. So in a nutshell, I'm going to look at your credit scores. I'm going to look at disputes, collections, judgments, IRS liens, bankruptcies. Certain loans allow you to be in a Chapter 13, but most loans want you to be out of that bankruptcy for a few years. FHA loans allow it. So again, that can be a whole nother video. So if you're in Chapter 13, don't feel like you are prohibited from buying a new home. So I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me any questions or comments below, because I really do want to hear what everybody has to say. And if you have any specific questions, you can always email me about your specific scenario. And as always, if you can buy, I encourage you to buy. It's always a good time to buy, no matter what the interest rates are. And yes, that can be a whole nother video. So have a beautiful and blessed day and get ready to get pre-approved. Thanks for watching.